Thanks very much, Tristan. I'm pretty excited to be here today to show you two of the many demos that we've been developing and playing around with. The first of them is about online shopping. So the motivation is to help people with visual impairments. If you have a visual impairment, you likely see the world something like this. And if you're completely blind, then something like that. It's not a small problem. Across the world, almost 300 million people suffer from some type of visual impairment. And of them, about 10% are completely blind. It's not something that we don't experience also in Australia, with almost 360,000 people suffering from some sort of impairment. And if this is the situation for you, then using online services, which we all take for granted, is not straightforward. I'd like to show you a video to demonstrate exactly what that experience can be like. What you're about to see is someone simply wanting to find a fitness centre that they can go to.
Blind people use screen readers to announce each word, sometimes taking several minutes to describe a single page. Amin has decided to search for some sports activities in his area.
November, quote, Virgin, and last space, attack, exit, space, and November, Tango, and Romeo. Enter. Quote Virgin Fitness Center, quote active, quote dash Google search. Heading level 2 search options. Heading level 2 ads dash are these ads question. Heading level 2 link are these blank. List of the one period. Link graphic Facebook.
That's not what I want.
Heading level 1 Yelp and comment. No window is active here.
Don't do this to me.
2 search results. Heading level 3 link 3 bedroom property comment.
Alright,
Enter.
so if I
4%.
click here.
8% link facilities and classes. Link flexibility. Link running track. Link ladies only. Turn. Unwired comment. Get fit or learn to swim in our pool areas. Vertical bar facilities listing vertical swim.
I don't need all that.
Heading level 4 partners. Left. East Hampton. Left. Hampton Central left for end 20 minutes right for end. Heading level 2 to find us. Heading level 3 get directions. Left. List of 2 link warning. Enter. Get right left. Heading level 3 link address. Graphic.
Ma, can you help me here?
Graphic.
I give up. I can't do it.
So you can see how difficult and excruciating that experience was, and it doesn't need to be that way. After seeing that, maybe you wouldn't be so surprised that it can take up to 16 hours to do your shopping online. And it's not just those people with visual impairments that suffer from these sorts of difficulties and challenges. The problem also affects people with physical limitations due to disability or age, problems like limited movement, mobility, and dexterity. In fact, 1 in 5 people in Australia have some sort of disability, so it definitely affects users of every organisation and business. And we've seen how we all rely on services, online services, every day to check the weather, look at your stocks, have a look at the news, shopping, you name it. Whatever it is, you likely use some sort of online service. And that's challenging for a large portion of the population because of the reliance on physical keyboards and mice. The best practice currently is to use screen readers, but even if you want to use a screen reader effectively, you need to know how to develop for it, and there has to be budget allowed. It's usually an afterthought for most projects. And even if you want to do it, most platforms don't support it well. Because of these challenges, one of our teams took on the challenge of finding a solution at a recent hackathon that we ran. So they developed a system for online shopping that's seamless and easy using an Amazon Echo and Alexa system. And I'll show you a video to show you how it works.
Computer, open my supermarket.
Welcome to the online grocery shopping. Start by telling me what products to add to your shopping trolley.
Ask my supermarket to add milk to my trolley.
What is the type of milk?
Full cream.
What brand of full cream milk?
A2.
I've added A2 dairy milk full cream to your shopping trolley.
Computer. Ask my supermarket to add bread to my trolley.
What is the type of bread?
Raisin.
What brand of raisin bread?
Helga's.
I couldn't find Helga's raisin bread. Tell me another brand.
Tip Top.
I've added Tip Top bread raisin toast to your shopping trolley.
Computer. Ask my supermarket to throw toothpaste into my shopping cart.
I've added Colgate toothpaste regular to your shopping trolley.
Computer. Ask my supermarket what's in my trolley.
You have the following items in your shopping trolley: A2 dairy milk full cream, Tip Top bread raisin toast, Colgate toothpaste regular.
Computer. Ask my supermarket to order my shopping.
Placed order for 3 items.
We can't promise that will happen when you use it, but you're welcome to come. We've got a working demo at the stand, so come and have a look. So there has been a lot of hype around chatbots over the last few years. There's a promise of very natural interface and inherently flexible in terms of the functionality. And I think this demonstration shows that it's not just hype, it's reality, and it's starting to have a real impact. Andrew NG is a worldwide superstar in AI. He's a professor at Stanford and has been at Baidu and chief scientist at Google. And he says, I see speech approaching a point where it could become so reliable that you can just use it and not even think about it. The best technology is often invisible, and as speech recognition becomes more reliable, I hope it will disappear into the background. Now, that was said over a year and a half ago, and I think it's already becoming a reality, and great quote. So the motivation was to help those with disabilities, but it's relevant for the whole mass market. And as the mass market dictates, convenience is king, and this is convenient. This kind of efficient, effective, and easy interface will be really powerful in attracting new users and to giving them a delightful experience so that they keep coming back again and again for an engaging experience and repeat visits. It's also a perfect channel to gather information about your users' behaviors and patterns so that you can deliver a much more personalized experience using machine learning technologies, such as recommendation systems and similar kinds of applications. So this is innovation that is actually changing lives today. Since we built this almost a year ago, we've developed many similar conversational UI applications for a variety of areas, such as in banking and other shopping. So I want to briefly show you the architecture of the system. It starts off with the Amazon Echo, which is the physical interface to the system for the user. They make their requests. The voice is transmitted through to the Alexa voice services, which interprets the utterances, passes the intentions to a Lambda, which is a serverless architecture, inherently maintainable and scalable, and that then goes and gets the product information directly from the shopping API, and that's stored into a RDS system with a relational database, again implemented with serverless architecture and a RESTful API, implemented with Amazon API Gateway and a Lambda to do the querying and storing. It's testament to AWS technologies that when you have experience and expertise using those components, it's pretty easy to put them together and make a functioning system. This was done in a one-day hackathon, so that is just further testament. The second demo that I'd like to show you is about improving field worker efficiency. Now, if you're a postal worker, and we're focusing on postal workers for this one, and if you're a postal worker, it's your mission to deliver the mail effectively to its destination. That's easy if it's a letter, but if it's a parcel, it's not always so straightforward. And some of you may have experienced receiving a card in the mail instead of the parcel that you were looking forward to, and likely got pretty upset about that. And for that reason, it's a huge top priority for Australia Post. They really want to reduce the carding rate so that people get their parcels. And so we worked together with them to come up with a solution. And what we came up with was a virtual reality experience where the user puts on a headset, they're transported to a given street location, and then they're able to look at all the houses and properties in that spot. As they look at a property, the heads-up display comes up in their field of vision and shows them helpful information to make the delivery, such as when the occupants are likely to be home and if there are any dangers or risks in delivering it, and so on. We'll show you a demo in a moment. Now, that was great. VR's great. And it could be, I should mention also, that this could also be a demonstration of what an augmented reality experience could be like. So VR for when you're in the distribution centre planning the route, or augmented reality when you're out and about and your hands are full. But even though it's effective at showing you that information in an immersive way, you're frustratingly disconnected from the display. And that's the case with virtual reality or augmented reality. So because of that, we've implemented conversational UI as well, and this is the first example we've seen of a combination of conversational UI together with virtual reality to interact seamlessly. So I won't keep explaining, I'll show you a video so that you can see what it looks like.
Computer, ask Parcelbot to show me more.
Here are the notes.
Computer, ask Parcelbot to show me less.
Here's the main display.
Computer, ask Parcelbot to go to Dawson Street.
Taking you to Dawson Street.
Computer, ask Parcelbot to go to Chapel Street.
Taking you to Chapel Street.
Computer, ask Parcelbot to jump to next location.
Taking you forward.
Computer, ask Parcelbot to go to Chapel Street.
Taking you to Chapel Street.
Computer, ask Parcelbot to see notes.
Here are the notes.
Computer, ask Parcelbot to show main display.
Here's the main display.
So you may have noticed that he said the different requests in different ways each time. Even if it had the same outcome, there were different ways of interacting and getting the same result. So it was quite a flexible system. So AusPost have all this data in the cloud, but it wasn't useful until a system like this was built. And it's a nice demonstration of how you can take complex data and crystallize it into insights, deliver it in an effective way, put it in the hands of the people that need it when it matters in a contextualized and relevant context. So, exciting new way to visualize data. Again, I'd like to show you the architecture of the system. It's similar in terms of the use of Echo and the Alexa voice services to interpret the utterances that are handled by the Lambda. And on the top left, you'll see the VR system, which was built on an Android app. And that gets the data that's displayed to it on the displays, the heads-up displays, again using an RDS backend. That's pretty straightforward. The interesting part is the use of AWS IoT platform to connect the speech services with the Android application. It provided a really lightweight and efficient way to send broadcasts and have a quick loop there so that the request could quickly be transmitted to the VR app to show the relevant information.